Okay, here we have Jenna on fly. Jenna does a really good job of using her hips to her advantage in the fly, but we need to make sure they're watching how much knee bend we have. There you can see a lot of knee bend, and what's happening is that's making it a lot harder on those shoulders to get around. The other thing is you want to make sure that we focus on keeping the head in line with the body, but also the way that our arms come around. Remember, do the half circles and don't dip the arms down. You're bending the elbows too much, so now our fly, it's going to take a lot to now come up and breathe, and with the knee bend, that's going to create a lot more stress on the upper body and the shoulders. So keep focusing on the kick. The head position is big, and I think that working more on that recovery, like we talked about during the week, will help you greatly. Because right now, as I said, you're entering and then you're pushing down with those arms, and the problem is now to come up, I really have to do a lot of strength with my shoulders and the back of my neck, which is going to put more pressure on that and make it harder as I go on in a longer fly event. I think making those changes will make a huge improvement, and you've shown great improvement on that as we worked on the technique during the week. Keep up the good work. Okay, here's Jenna. Good pull out. You do a really good job, and I think you grasped that concept well this week of the head position. The head position is a really important thing, and I think you're doing a good job of leaning forward into your stroke. The one thing I want you to work on is getting the feet turned out a little sooner, and I'd also like you to watch how far in your elbows and your hands are coming into the body, because when that happens, that kind of slows things down. It kind of creates a more up and down feel than more of a push forward wave feel to your breaststroke. And that's something you can work on in practice. Also do some breaststroke kick just without a board, kind of like what we did. And that really starts to help you see, if I get my feet turned out a little bit more, that can affect the way that my body position is in breaststroke. I think you got the great fundamentals and just a few fixes, and I think you're going to be right there. Great job. Okay, we're going to look at Jenna's breaststroke. Good underwater pull out. Now, the main thing that we need to work on with the breaststroke that we kind of talked about during the week was you're keeping that head really low and the chin's almost into the neck. You want to make sure that we're keeping that head in line with the body and that we're kind of pushing and leaning into each stroke, kind of like the ski jumper, what we talked about. As those feet come up, we want to turn those feet out and then really get a really good powerful kick. I like the arms except for the fact that we're bringing the hands into the body. And remember, when we bring the hands into the body, what tends to happen is we slow down because it's kind of creating a kind of a speed bump. I think the kick is powerful, and if we can get the kick timed up a little bit better with the arms, which means as the arms finish that and finish the kick at the same time, I think you'll notice a big difference. But right now, remember, scoop them in, scoop the hands in, shoot them out, and work on that the body line with the head. And I think you're going to see big improvement, and you did when we did the drills. So keep up the good work.